Okay, good morning Year 10. Today we're going to look at the solar system and today's date is 2 miles an hour quadro. Okay, so we're going to look at what makes up our solar system. So very quickly you can pause the video and can you unscramble the space words below. Okay, so for unscrambling we should have got Sun for the first one. Second one, we should have got Mercury. Third one, we should have had Uranus if we re-scrambled the words. The fourth one, heart should be rearranged to spell Earth. And Jupiter would be rearranged to Jupiter, which is a planet. Hopefully you got them. So we're going to look just very quickly. I want to see what we know and can we work out. So can you put these objects in order of their size? We've got the Sun, the solar system, so the solar system bigger or smaller than the Sun, the Earth, the Milky Way Galaxy, Jupiter, the Moon, universe and a comet. So on your video, if you press pause and then we will go through it. And on your worksheet, you can fill out the table, putting them into the correct order, starting with the biggest. Okay, so if we're looking, can we start with the biggest? Ooh. Starting with the biggest. Okay, so if we go through, we've got the universe first, okay? The universe is our largest, okay? When we're looking, it's the largest out of all of them. Then from that universe, inside the universe, we have what is called the Milky Way Galaxy. And we are in the Milky Way Galaxy. From that then, from the Milky Way Galaxy, we have our solar system. And our solar system is what is going to orbit around our Sun. So the next biggest object, we have our Sun, which you know is a star. It's in the centre of our solar system. And we do that because we all orbit. And when I say orbit, we all move around the Sun. Then next we have Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet, okay? And it's actually the largest planet that we look at, okay? Then we have Earth. We know Earth. That is the planet that we live on. Then we have the Moon. It's smaller than the Earth. We know it's smaller than the Earth because the Moon orbits the Earth. So the Moon travels around the Earth. Is how we get day and night. And then from that, then we have a comet, which is the smallest, and which we're going to look at these over the next lesson or so. Hopefully we got them all right. So we look at the solar system then, okay? The solar system is the Sun and all of its satellites. So a satellite, okay, is an object that orbits another object, okay? And so planets are satellites because we orbit the Sun, we go around the Sun. The Moon would be a satellite because the Moon orbits around the Earth. The Sun is a star and it gives out light and heat due to nuclear reactions, which we will look at in due course. Our Sun is made up of mainly the elements hydrogen and helium, which we know hydrogen is H and helium is He when we looked at the periodic table. But not all stars are the same. There are many different types with varying sizes, colours and temperatures. The satellites of the Sun all orbit the Sun because of the Sun's gravity. The Sun's the most massive object in the solar system. Okay? So, what we're going to do now, you've got the information here, which is on your worksheet as well. And from this information, you are going to need to answer the questions that's on the next slide. So I'm just going to read through it for you and you can follow along from the worksheet or from the video, just so you know what every single word says. So it says, the planet we live on is named Earth. A planet is a large object in orbit around a star. Planets in our solar system can be categorised as terrestrial, and that means planets that are rocky, and gas giants that are made up of dense gases. Planets often have moons orbiting them. A moon is a natural satellite that orbits a planet. Planet Earth orbits around a star in the centre of our solar system. This star is named the Sun. A star is a large ball of gas that produces heat and light as a result of nuclear reactions taking place inside it. Stars are large, so have a large gravitational field, keeping planets and other objects in orbit around them. That should say keeping, so let me just change that. Ooh, go marker. Our solar system is one of many that are in the Milky Way Galaxy. A galaxy is a cluster of billions of stars held together by gravity. There are many galaxies, man-made, that should be, I'm awful today. There are many galaxies actually. There are many galaxies in the universe. The universe is all of the energy and matter that exists. It is estimated to be 93 billion light years across. 1 light year is the distance light can travel in 1 year. Well, it's called a light year. And is equal to, let me say this big one and move it so I can read it, so I've got things in the way. It is equal to, that is 9,461,000,000,000 kilometres. So from this side, we are going to answer the next question. So it says, what's the definition of a planet, a terrestrial planet, gas giant, moon, star, solar system, galaxy, universe and light year? So I want you to press pause now on the video and I want you to use the information to get the definitions. Okay, so let's look. A planet is an object in orbit around a star. Okay, and we say star because the sun is a star. Okay. Question 2 then, a terrestrial planet. A terrestrial planet is a planet that is rocky. So it's made up of rocks. And a gas giant then is a planet made up of gases, so it's a gas planet. The moon then, so let's have a look at the moon. The moon is a natural satellite that orbits Earth. Okay, we're looking at our moon. So a star is a large ball of gas producing light and heat. Okay, solar system contains all planets and stars. If you look at a galaxy, then a galaxy is billions of stars clustered together, and they're held together by gravity. Okay, then if we look at universe is all the energy and matter that exists. So it's pretty much everything. And then lastly, a light year. And a light year is the distance light can travel in 1 year. Okay, right, so we're going to look at now the 8 planets. So we might know about them already, but let's have a look. So can we name the 8 planets? So let's get it up and let's have a nosy. So here we have the sun, okay, then the closest planet to the sun is here, and that is Mercury. He's the closest planet. Mercury would be a terrestrial planet. He's a rocky planet. From Mercury then, we have Venus, which is also a rocky planet. Then we have where we are, Earth. From Earth we have Mars, also known as the red planet. Okay, and those four are our rocky planets. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line here. Okay, because we've got our rocky planets. From there, we've got the largest planet, which is Jupiter. And then from Jupiter, we have Saturn. Then we have Uranus, or Uranus, as some like to say. Then Neptune. And lastly, we'll put it on there, although he's not classed as a planet anymore, as a dwarf planet, but we have Pluto. It's the furthest away from the sun. So we've got all of our rocky planets. Then we've got our gas planets. Okay, so from Jupiter, we have all of our gas planets. And as we get further away from the sun, what do you think happens to the temperature of the planets? Right, temperature, wrong one. Silly. Temperature decreases. As we go further away from the sun, the temperature decreases. It's getting colder, okay? And we'll look at that next lesson. Right, so just very quickly, we have our planets. Where I drew the line, which we can see here, okay, we have what's called the asteroid belt, okay? And that's where all of asteroids are. So if you look, it's between our rocky planets and our gas planets, between Mars and Jupiter. So what I want you to do now is to press pause, and I want you to try and fill out this worksheet, okay? Can we name all of the planets? Right, okay, so let's have a look at naming the planets. We have first the Sun, nice and big, then Mercury, and we should have had Venus, then to Earth, down to Mars. Then we said in between our rock we have what is called the Asteroid Belt. Okay, then we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay, did we get them all right? Okay, now very quickly again, just want to go through, can you place the planets into the correct order? So again, pause your video and can you put them into the correct order for me? So we've got a mnemonic to help you, where we've got my very easy method, just speeds up naming, and then planets for Pluto, but we don't include Pluto anymore. And what the mnemonic shows us is that the first letter of our mnemonic, our little rhyme, is the first letter of the planet. Okay, so can you map them up and put in the correct planets? So press pause and give it a go. Right, okay, so the first one, we've got Mercury, and he begins with M, if you know that. Then we've got V, so Venus. Then E, Earth. The second M, that's probably the hardest, we have two M's, so it's remembering which way round it goes. J for Jupiter. S for Saturn. For Uranus, or Uranus. And then N for Neptune. Okay, and then lastly, before we finish, then true or false. What I want you to do is to read the statements and decide whether they are true or false. I've got the Earth is the fourth planet from the Sun. Rocky planets are known as terrestrial planets. Jupiter is a gas giant. Mars is a gas giant. Earth is a terrestrial planet. And the asteroid belt is located between Earth and Venus. So press pause and give them a go. Okay, let's check through our answers then. So the first one, the Earth is the fourth planet from the Sun. It is false. Earth is the third planet from the Sun, because we know it's... we know it's my very easy E for planet. Okay, rocky planets are known as terrestrial planets. That is true. Okay, Jupiter is a gas planet. That is also true. Mars is a gas planet. That is false. Mars is a terrestrial planet. Okay, I'm putting the corrections in. Earth is a terrestrial planet, so a rocky planet. That is true. And the asteroid belt is located between the Earth and Venus. That is false. It's located between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, right, diameter 10. Give the other questions a go now. Okay, and then make sure you hand in your work. Thank you.